Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And today we're talking about Diddy because we heard from him from behind bars and there was an interesting facilitator that enabled us to hear him.
Yeah, Diddy and Kanye were broing out.
We'll also talk about Tracy Morgan's interesting night at the Knicks game.
Looked pretty messy.
It was messy. He had a little bit of an incident courtside.
Ooh.
And finally, great news. Those astronauts that have been stuck up in space nearly a year,
Yeah.
they're finally returning to Earth.
Woohoo!
So we'll talk to you about those details.
But first, we are live.
Live.
So if you have anything that you want to contribute, drop us a comment, comments, questions, concerns, anything about the stories, anything about us, let us know. We'll get to them at the very end of the show.
To begin with, though, Sean Diddy Combs, he rallies around Kanye West in a jail phone call. Let's listen to some of the phone call now.
So the audio is obtained by the Shade Room, and here's a little clip of that.
Tell you the real from the front line. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked, wicked, wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
We can't do nothing if they, you know what I'm saying? I need you out there, you feel me?
Yeah.
Man, jump into your bag. We're going to have years and decades to fight these motherfuckers. Right now, enjoy your life. This is coming from me, from God to you.
Wow.
Wow.
So, like, the villains are assembling together, uniting their forces.
I was so curious, like when Diddy was on Kanye's recent song, right? The one that got all the controversy because of Northwest being on it. I was wondering if like Diddy was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to be associated with him. But after this call, like they're totally broing out. They're on great terms. Diddy's giving advice now, like behind bars. Like, so I thought it was very interesting.
Kanye West, I mean, he just keeps getting weirder and weirder. But where does all of this end? Like,
I don't think it ever does.
is he doing this Diddy stuff because he genuinely thinks like Diddy's
Well, he's
great?
all about like being the anti-cancel culture,
Right.
right? So, and Diddy is part of like the cancel culture right now where people are canceling him because of all of the allegations. And, you know, obviously he's like behind bars because of racketeering and all these other things. Well, Diddy's always going to side with somebody that like is being canceled. So I
Right.
think that's what this is.
Yeah. I think when the world's against them, but Kanye makes the world against him, and so does Diddy. You know what I mean? It's not like
So you don't think this makes Diddy like likable or
What?
having someone in his court?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I don't just bringing it up.
It
Do
makes.
you think
Does it
there's-
make Diddy likable that he likes Kanye?
Do you
No,
think
less
there's
likable.
People out there that are like, oh, okay, if Kanye's behind him, we're behind Diddy.
Only people who are already behind him, like these two.
So he's not convincing any like non-believers.
I don't think so. But still, like this is a Kanye like name drop. Like, look who's calling me from behind bars, and
Oh,
also over the last day, have you seen Kanye West's Twitter?
no.
Like at the moment, I tried to look it up for this podcast.
Yeah.
His Twitter's banned, so I can't even look at the tweet.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's breaking news.
Ooh.
But I can't find his Twitter. But he's just been tweeting just vile stuff at like Iggy Azalea.
What? Saying what?
Basically, he wants her kid on a song to piss off Playboy Cardi or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah. He's like anti-Playboy Cardi right now.
Yeah. He also is going off at Tyler, the Creator. The most vile thing I think he says is that he says, I hated Not Like Us. And I was like, whoa, this guy can't be serious.
Well, because it's like the biggest song and Kanye wants the biggest song. It's like an ego thing.
Yes. And now he wants to take on Kendrick, he said. He wants to do a beef
Oh
with Kendrick.
boy, I kind of would like that. I'm not gonna lie.
There's
But
just
then,
too many
like,
things.
but the thing is that Kendrick, all the material that would be shocking isn't shocking because we already know everything about Kanye.
True.
So I think it would kind of weaken, Kendrick's attack because, like, what can he say that we already don't know?
Right. But imagine if Kanye puts out a diss song about Kendrick. Would he be tempted to
think-
respond?
I think Kendrick would have to respond.
Wow. Now that'd be the rap beef.
That would be interesting. That'd be interesting.
Okay. On to our next story. Tracy Morgan was taking in the Knicks game last night.
He had a rough night.
He did. And we got video of him like
Throwing up.
Like really going for it, throwing up on the sidelines, on court side. So the splashback splashes on the court. They have to stop the game to clean it up and also to take Tracy out in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he didn't look well.
Unclear what's happened to him if he was...
No, we know.
Do we know?
Yeah, we know now.
Tell me, breaking news.
Breaking news. He had food poisoning.
Oh.
Yeah. And then there was like some rumors that there was blood because I guess when he had like the towel, people thought there was blood on the towel, but we're told there was no blood. It was just food poisoning.
Interesting, because food poisoning isn't just out the top bit.
Huh?
It's also at the bottom bit.
Is it?
Food poisoning?
Yeah. No, sometimes you just throw up and you're good.
Is that right? Puking
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Just one.
Like if you have food poisoning, it's not making it down. It's not making it out the other way.
I mean, food poisoning.
It's coming
Australia
right
might
up.
be different. Down under, our food poisoning comes out.
Down under?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So prayers up for Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, yikes.
Yikes.
Have you ever been that sick somewhere?
Somewhere.
Or you like throw up not at your home?
I remember once being like I think I was in New York and I got food poisoning from like a bad pepperoni slice or something.
Pepperoni?
It was something, and then I just remember like all night I was lying on the floor of this
Oof.
beautiful shower. Like I was a beautiful shower, and I was lying on the floor, pooping and vomiting.
Oh my! In the shower, you're pooping?
Yes.
Oh.
Best way to keep clean.
Ew! But like all the does it go inside of the gutter?
You kind of got to shove it down with your foot.
Oh God!
What about you?
TMZ TMI.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely been sick in Bali and Cartagena, Colombia.
It's always on those trips, isn't it? When you eat something you're not suspecting.
Well, apparently, like the bacteria is different. I don't know. Who knows? But like, yeah, I definitely was sick, like traveling, like on those 2 trips. But it never like brought me to like my knees or anything like that. Like it never like made the trip stop. Like you just felt like ill.
Wow, I'm surprised. You must
I don't
eat
know.
very well on your trips.
No, not at all. I'm a horrible eater.
You eat on street food?
No, yeah, I'm not experimental. Like Johnny, when we went to, it might have been Thailand.
Yeah.
He ate like a full scorpion, like off a stick, dead, obviously.
Right.
But like stuff like that, like I'm not gonna partake in. I'm not experimental. I'm a grilled cheese kind of girl.
Right. Grilled cheese, even Bangkok or somewhere ever you are, Bali.
I mean, I'll do like noodles, like, you know, what's the mango sticky rice? God, I'd do anything for that right now.
Okay. On to our final story. Some fantastic news. Those astronauts, they're on their way home.
Finally, they were stuck out there since June.
Since June, those 2 have been up there. Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams. They left the ISS on Tuesday and are now traveling back in a SpaceX spacecraft along 2 other astronauts. What an amazing trip they've had. They've been up there nearly a year.
I'm sure they are ready to kill themselves.
Kill themselves, kill each other.
I mean, imagine like you and I know that we're going to be together on this podcast for like what, 10 minutes?
You're right.
Imagine if we got stuck together on this podcast for a year.
TMZ podcast in space.
With no breaks.
Right. I mean,
I would
don't know.
Locked in this room for a year together when we thought it was just going to be a flash in the pan.
And we're floating in here too.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
We would kill each other.
It would not end well.
I'd probably kill myself before killing you, though.
Because you're
just over you, you know? Just
Me?
Over you.
Oh, I thought like you're stuck in your thoughts and you're like,
Well,
God, I'm
probably
annoying.
too. Sick of eating dehydrated ice cream.
Yeah.
So they're on their way back. Thanks to Elon, I guess, for hitching a ride in his vehicle.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see like what they did all day up there. Like I want to hear.
I know.
The interviews with them are going to be crazy. Gail King's probably reaching out right now.
You know, you guys don't have to deal with this, but like has her monthly cycle.
Is she of that age where she's still?
Oh,
I
I guess I didn't even assume. But like, I mean, ladies have usual things.
Right.
Like, were they prepared for that?
One would hope. What about the man? Like, he's got sexual needs.
Ugh.
Maybe.
But they're both married, so it's not like they can hook up with each other.
I mean, off the record, maybe. Like,
oh. Like what happens in space stays in space.
Maybe they had a little wink and nudge agreement. Like they're up nearly a year. What else do you do?
Yeah, I guess no one's gonna see you, but maybe an alien.
Right.
Well, they have to have cameras in there, right?
I think they do. I think they have like webcams and that sort of stuff.
Oh God! So if they're like farting up there, it's like caught on camera.
Well, they fart and then it stays in their spacesuit. You know what I mean? So you're the only one who has to suffer for your own fart.
God, that sounds miserable.
That does sound miserable.
I'm glad I'm not an astronaut.
Well, yeah, no risk there. Should we read out some of your comments?
Sure. Let's get to the Diddy Kanye story. D Hood Reeler said, anybody that is saying free Diddy, go crawl back in your predatory little hole in the wall.
Yeah, I think people are saying
I haven't really seen a free Diddy post.
I haven't seen anyone posting is just trying to troll anyway.
Yeah,
and that's what Kanye's trying to do.
Totally. Justin said, I feel like I'm in Gotham City. Diddy is the Riddler and Kanye West is the Joker.
They would love that comparison too.
Yes, they would.
Except isn't the Joker like a likable
No,
anti-hero?
I think
yes.
it's like, no.
Heath Ledger's hero? Heath Ledger's Joker?
Yeah. I mean, we like him because it's Heath Ledger, not because we like the Joker.
Okay, maybe.
Carolyn said, everyone has their own opinion. Auntie Pee-wee said, K-Dot will destroy Kanye just like Drake.
Maybe. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. It's kind of like, did you see 8 Mile? Like in the very end, like
Right.
Eminem's character won against the other guy
Yeah.
because he revealed that the rapper went to like private school. And it was like a mic drop. Like everyone was like, what? We thought he was hood. Instead, he's like went to private school.
Oh, really?
And that's how he won. But like, there's no like big reveal about Kanye.
Yeah, it's true. Like
Like how hard are you going to be able to roast him?
like Drake is very sensitive and doesn't like you saying mean things about him.
Yeah.
Kanye wants you to say mean things about him.
Totally. I don't know. For the Tracy Morgan story, David said, get well soon, Tracy. Yeah. Whew. For the astronaut story, Justin said, TMZ Final Destination, Charlie and Charlie edition. I feel like if we live streamed us stuck in this room for how long were the astronauts stuck? Like 285 days.
Yeah.
People would tune in.
I think they would. Would there be like restroom facilities in here?
I don't know. Like, can I tan in here, like with the lights?
Probably
I can get my
not.
little suntan.
Also, do you know what those Final Destination movies are about? You know what happens at the end of
No, actually, I don't think I do.
everybody dies?
Oh no, we'd be dead.
Well, that's kind of I think what they're inferring by saying Final Destination is like
We'd kill each other.
oh, that's why. Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Roxy said, you two cheer me up every time I hear both of your accents. It's weird to think I have an accent. Like, I think you have one, but I don't think I do.
I wonder what would happen if you went to Australia. Like, if everyone would be like, "Oh my god, I love your accent."
I mean, I've had that before. Like when I went to, so random, but when I went to Bahrain in the Middle East, like off the coast of Saudi Arabia, like my mom and I were stopped in a store. They're like, oh my gosh, you guys have Los Angeles accents. Like they knew it was Los Angeles. And I'm like, what? Like we do? And they're like, oh my God. Like they were freaking out. So sometimes it's cool.
And then the Saudi prince like offered to buy you.
Oh God. No. Let's see. Where were we? Dova said she's slow. Me? Oh, Charlie.
You're not slow. You're not slow.
No. Actually, I was always like the girl in class that would like show up early. I always answered every question.
Oh, no.
I sat in front. I would bring my teachers cards and like gifts.
Oh,
I was definitely like that girl. Eminem said, oh, Eminem, welcome back.
People were wondering where you were yesterday.
Yeah, Eminem, are you a boy or girl? We're trying to figure
we
that
want
out.
That too. I'm guessing girl.
I'm guessing boy.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. I'm a boring mom.
Mom!
Okay, female. And yes, Cotton was right. I love baking, working on cinnamon rolls and banana bread today. Eminem is Miss Maria. You said Minnie Mouse. Or no, I think I said Minnie Mouse.
There we go, Miss Maria. Well, we were right about that.
Gosh, I would do anything for a cinnamon roll and banana bread.
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
This has been an episode where we talk about ourselves a lot because this...
Do you guys not want to hear about us anymore? Let us know.
We got another minute to use up.
Oh, okay.
You got anything? You got any today in history?
No.
Look.
Oh, Big Down Under.
We're having an episode of Big Down Under comes out today.
Oh, okay.
Just dropped.
How many episodes have you had so far?
This is the 4th.
Wow. You just like banging them out.
Banging them out.
Do you do it like once a week or
once a week?
Oh, okay.
Once a week. This time with your mum's favorite wiggle.
Oh.
The heartthrob wiggle, Big Strong John.
Big Strong John.
He's big, he's strong, and he's John.
How tall is he?
He is, I don't know, I did it on
5'2"?
Zoom. I did it on Zoom, so I couldn't really see.
Okay. And
But he's tatted. He's a break dancer.
Whoa.
He ain't your grandma's Wiggle. He is the new wave of Wiggles. And yeah, we had him on the podcast. He talked about being a heartthrob. He talked about how Robert De Niro's a fan of his. He talked about doing a song with Dolly Parton.
That's pretty cool. I don't know if I would no offense to Big John, Strong John or whatever, but I don't know if I could like seriously date a person that's a Wiggle. Like, could you? Like in a girl. Let's say there's the girl Wiggle. Like, and you're telling your friends, like, oh, hi, this is my girlfriend Jenna. She's a Wiggle.
But what about?
Like, it would take a minute.
I guess, but I mean, when my wife introduced me, he's a paparazzi or whatever.
He never says paparazzi.
No, I know.
Camera guy, field producer.
When you say you work from TMZ, you get side eyes and people like kind of laughing and like, really?
Yeah.
So it's kind of close to a Wiggle, but in a different way.
Yeah, I guess I just think like a
Wiggling.
dance move. Yeah.
Wiggle in the streets, wiggle in the sheets,
Did
baby.
you take dance when you were growing
No.
up? Were you in like baseball or?
No, I was in debating.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Your family put you as a child in debate class?
I was the best debater at my school.
How old were you?
Growing
What
up.
were you debating?
Just debate random stuff. That's why I'm such a good arguer.
I bet I can run faster than you.
No,
Like-
official debating. All right, we've actually gone 16 minutes now, so we've done it. Thank you, everyone who's still listening.
I know. If you're still out there, thank you.
Wow, thank you.
M&M, we expect some of those cinnamon rolls and banana bread soon.
All right. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
And we'll see you here tomorrow.
Bye.